Hello, hello, my friends. How are we today? I am bringing you a personal episode today. This is something I was chatting with my accountability partner and we were talking and she knows I had eyebrows because when I hit 41, 42, they started to fall out and it really was from removing my IUD. That was a hormonal IUD that really wreaked havoc on my hormones from my body was naturally producing to what the IUD was producing. It was a big gap. And then my body started to rebel, um, which I'll get into. But the eyebrow hair, I was like, what is going on up in here? Like, I don't like this, right? Like, and it really had an impact on how I showed up, how I was feeling. And I recognized that I would avoid eye contact. I was self-conscious. I was dimming. I was actually almost internally or even externally, like turning in when I would go around. And it was having an impact, a negative impact. And that's like, something's got to be done. I got to figure something out. And so I did some research. And then I also went to a beauty supply store and be like, yo, help me learn how to put these things on because your girl does not like to be feeling this way. And so this episode I'm calling the confidence factor. And that's really the big key was self-confidence, self-esteem. It plays a huge part in how we show up, right? And I realized like I wasn't fully showing up. I was my countenance, I was like rounded to the shoulders and not truly showing up open and ready to serve and at the full capacity that I was able to because of the way I felt. And I just want to bring that up because I know I'm not the only one. And what I recognize is it is perfectly fine to go and do what I need to do to feel good in my body, about my body. And that meant that I was looking for solutions to do that. And you know me, I'm your holistic girl. I try to do everything as natural as possible in regards to my healthcare, my self-care, supplementation, and try to do as natural as possible. Now, so I'm like, well, we'll start with some eyebrow powder and how to put these eyebrow things on. And then I started using, oh Lord, what is it called? Castor oil, a really high quality castor oil, and putting that on a few times a week on the eyebrows and eyelashes. And I am noticing making a difference. So I took steps, right, to allow me to feel more confident and have my self-esteem back. And I feel more vibrant. I feel more energetic and alive. And I'm like, ooh, I feel good, right? I got that little pep in my step. And because I want to show up, right? And if we're not truly feeling good, like really feeling good inside, not with some external thing happening, but really feel good inside, then we're not going to really truly show up on purpose, for purpose, with purpose in the way that we would if we were feeling on top of the world, right? You know what I'm talking about. And so it's so important. And that's why self-care is not selfish, it's spiritual. Self-care allows you to be able to show up fully for those around you, for your obligations, right? Whether it's work, whether it's family, whatever it may be. And when we are taking care of our vessel in a way that honors God and allows us to serve the way God's calling us to serve, it's spiritual, right? I'm not talking about going getting our hair done or manicures or pedicures or whatever. That's all great. I'm really talking about that deeper inner knowing. And while others are maybe fine, no eyebrows, fine, it was something that was impacting my self-confidence and my self-esteem. Because what was once there was not. And I'm like, well, I can do something about this naturally. And so your girl did. And it made such a huge difference. My accountability partner was like, wow, the way that you show up. And I can just see how you're sitting taller and just have more confidence and you're just more, you're shining. Right. And so it's so important that we do that. And I want to say this about clothes, right? That we may put on clothes and we feel frumpy. We just don't feel good. It don't fit right. It's hitting our waistline at a certain point where it's not flattering, right? And we think we have to just keep wearing these clothes because, well, maybe I'll fit back into them. But if I just lose another, if I can just do this, but what if that? No. It's about this moment here and now, not weeks or months down the road. It's what can you do today to feel good? You can go toss those clothes or put them out that don't fit you and haven't fit you properly. Go find a couple pairs of pants, shorts, skirts, whatever your preference is, right? That feels good to you and fits your body well for this season, not next season, this season, right? Because there are clothes for every body type and shape and size. So you go try on some things. You don't have to have, if you have that goal, like, hey, I want to be working on my health, my fit pillar, and I want to be getting myself into a weight that feels good on my body, right? Then fine. You don't have to go get a huge wardrobe, but having a few pieces that are staples that you can wear that you feel good in is going to increase your confidence and self-esteem at such a level. It's going to be so magnetic, my friend. You're going to feel amazing. You're going to have that more motivation that's going to be renewed for you to be doing those action steps. They're going to get that weight off and keep it off, right? Because we talk here about a lifestyle. It's not about a diet, right? The principles are the same. And we have 5 pillars that we really go through here at the Strong and Fit Women of Faith, right? We talk about our fitness, our nutrition, self-care, mindset, right? And faith. Those are all the pieces. Those are the practical pieces, and those are also the mental, the internal pieces that we need to be working on and nurturing habits in to truly have that lifestyle where we're strong, healthy, and fit for life. The way that we apply the principles, i.e. the action steps, will change as our bodies change and as we age, but the principles don't change. Focusing on our macros, like, are we getting in what our body needs? The hydration, right? Are we moving our body? Are we putting load on our skeletal system so we can build stronger bones, strong muscles, have the energy, the vitality, the endurance, the physical strength to do all the tasks and activities we want to do? Right? Are we putting enough water in our body to stay hydrated and focused? Are we getting enough sleep? Right? What's the quality of our sleep? What is that mental chatter that's going on? Are we regularly nourishing our mind? Are we reading the word so we can hear the word and be transformed by the word? Right? Are we meditating on what is good, what is pure, what is right, what is praiseworthy, so we're continually renewing our mind throughout the day and not letting that negative mind chatter take over and win? Right? Those negative thoughts are going to come in. Our brain is wired to problem solve. And when it's problem solved, usually it's like a negative place versus a positive. And so we have to rewire our brain to appreciate, because it's not wired to appreciate. And so we have to be conscious and have a intentional effort and routine and habit in place to nourish our mind with positivity, right? With gratitude. Seek first the kingdom, right? So the kingdom is not filled with lack. It has no lack in the kingdom. It's only abundance, right? Prosperity, opulence, bounty, grace, love, peace, joy, all these things that are positive. And so all these pieces come together and we can build a beautiful life and lifestyle that nourishes us, mind, body, and spirit. And as we do that, guess what? The weight comes off. You are stronger, you are more fit, and you are healthier and more vivacious, right? And you're fitting into the clothes that you love, right? And as you are regularly nourishing your mind and you're focusing on what you do want, not where you still have to go, but what you do want, you're seeing it, you're visualizing it, you're meditating on it, and you're giving thanks to God for helping you achieve it and bring it about, then you're going to be doing the actions, right, that are going to bring it about quicker. And that's the beautiful part, is as what we focus on, we bring about. So we have to really be intentional on what are we focusing on. We have to really tune in and reflect on the words that we're speaking to ourselves, that mind chatter. And if it's a thought that doesn't align with where God's bringing us, we need to cast it out and we need to choose a new one. I personally have a ritual in the morning where I have probably about 10 different 3x5 cards, and I have affirmations on there. I have scripture on there. I have what one calls a mind model. And that's really is seeing it in my mind's eye where I'm going, what is that main big picture goal, right? And then speaking scripture and affirmations over that, right? Because I'm renewing my mind to appreciate this, to see this. Because your subconscious does not know what's real or what's imagined. It doesn't know negations either. That's why we want to talk about what we do want, right? We don't want to say, I don't want to be in debt. I don't want to be overweight. I don't want to overeat, right? Your brain just hears overeat, right? We don't want that. We don't want to say what we do not want. We want to say what we do want. I want to feel vivacious. I want to feel strong. I want to fit in my clothes or put my clothes on and feel amazing. Right. So we want to speak to what we do want, or an affirmation. My body feels amazing at 175 pounds, whatever your number is. Right. But I truly want you to think about, if you do have a number you're going for, I want you to really sit with the Lord and ask him, is that the number he has for you? Because as we age, especially over 40, my friends, how our body distributes our body fat changes. It wants to go from like torso to like butt, hips, thighs, right? And so how our weight's distributed and where it goes is going to be different. Doesn't mean you can't be doing things that are going to help your body release excess body fat. It just means the way that our clothes are going to fit may change. And if that's happening, it's normal. It's okay. And you might have genetics where, hey, you can wear those low rise skinny jeans until you're 95, right? So it's just knowing your body, the genetics, and understanding your body's going to change. And so choosing clothes that fit you now, right? While you're on your journey of releasing weight or inches or both, right? Because it is a journey. So like I said, really tuning into what is going to help you with your confidence, what feels good. Clothes are huge, right? Your physical appearance, what makes you feel confident, right? I had to do the eyebrows. Now I feel more confident. I enjoy getting my picture taken, right? And eventually I'll probably try that microblading. Not yet. I'm getting used to, this part. So we'll see. But it made such a huge difference. And I just want to encourage you. And if you need permission, I give you permission, girl. You have permission to do something that helps you feel confident and increases your self-esteem so you can truly show up, right? Because you not showing up as you really takes away from the world, because you have such gifts to share. Your family, your children, your spouse, your coworkers, your friends, your family, all of it, right? And so it behooves you to take that time to nourish you. So, assignment, if you so take it. 1, go through your closet. Things you have not been able to wear in the last 6 months to a year, get rid of them. Put in a pile, either sell them or go donate them, right? Go through your existing clothes. If things have not fit well, you don't like the way they feel, get rid of them. And give yourself a budget. Go to the store and go find some things that are going to feel good. Even if you only have 10 things in your closet, great, you have 10 things you feel amazing in, right? So if the clothes, you can ask yourself, one thing my coach gave us an assignment to do, more for business, but this works for your self-confidence too, is if what you put on expires you, it doesn't inspire, it expires you, it just feels, it goes. If it feels like a 9 or 10, it stays. So if you have things that are like a 6, a 7, and 8, we need to let those things go, and you can go to the store and go find some things that feel like a 9 or 10 on you in this season and enjoy them, because it's going to impact how you show up. It's going to impact your results when it comes to releasing that weight, releasing those inches, right? And building that strong and fit body, right? So be okay with it. I just tried something on that a shirt I loved, but I got some guns, girls. I got some guns, and the shirt doesn't fit me right anymore. And it's very uncomfortable to try to move around. And I'm like, even though I love it, it doesn't feel like a 9 or 10 anymore. And so part of me grieved because I love that shirt. But I also know there's a gazillion other tops I'm going to find that I love as well. And I have a gazillion in my closet. So let things go that do not serve you in this season. Take hold of the things that do. Make sure your environment, your physical environment, your body inspires you. You may not be where you want to be yet, but you're on that journey, and that should inspire you. You are taking steps. It didn't take you overnight to get where you're at. It's going to take you more than overnight to get where you want to go. But if you stay consistent, you stay disciplined, and you have that why in front of you, you're doing things to nourish you and increase that confidence, that self-esteem, right? And really practicing that self-care so you can truly show up, right? And keep going and have the energy and vitality to continue to show up day after day. You're going to see exponential results. I promise you that. And I want to invite you, if you are like, Carrie, I need some support here. I need some help on getting some systems in place. I need to, find a plan that, help me put a plan together, or, a game plan, if you will, to truly have something in place that's going to help me walk out the 5 pillars, right? And so if that is you, I want to invite you, you can look below in the notes, whether you're on listening in on the podcast or watching on YouTube. Below, there'll be a link there, and it's to sign up for our next, I used to call it a challenge. I'm calling it a workshop now because that's truly what it is. It's a 5-day workshop. And this is where we're going to go deep each day over these 5 pillars. And you're going to create your own custom plan that's going to get you those results. Women I work with getting 12 to 20 pounds off in 90 days with just simple bite-sized steps. And this is what we're going to walk through in that 5-day workshop. It's $47, and it's something I would normally charge over $300 for. This is something I want all of you to have access to, because if you show up open, coachable, and you implement what we is taught that day, you're going to have real-time things you're going to do each day. And at the end of 5 days, we'll bring it all together and you have your customized plan for you to implement. Now, with this workshop, you get an additional 30 days support inside of a private pop-up Facebook group where you're going to be having that accountability and support to implement your plan, right? So you're going to be posting, you're going to be sharing, you're going to be showing up as you do these actions, right? To get those results. 30 days, you can get some significant results in just 30 days. But you're going to have that support over those 30 days. So if you're truly ready to have a lifestyle change, you actually want to stop telling yourself you'll start again Monday and actually start now and have it be a journey, right? Because you know those quick fixes haven't worked, right? They're not sustainable, because if they were, you wouldn't be where you're at today, right? You would be further along. You'd be where you'd want to be if they worked. They work short-term, but not long-term. And they tend to give us short-term benefit with a long-term deficit, meaning they really aren't helping, because it's making you take even longer just to get back to basis to then make some progress, because the hormones get all out of whack because of what we've done to our body with these quick fixes, right? With all the different pills and cleanses and this and that. When we want to start with one thing and start being consistent, let our body adapt. And that's what I'm teaching you inside this workshop. So if that is something that resonates with you, I'll encourage you to look below. There'll be a link to get registered. We start the week of March 4th. And so it will be, like I said, 5 days. It'll be a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Okay. So there will be recordings of them, but I want to encourage you, come live. Live is a lot different. Replays, you will definitely get benefit, but live, you are there, you're a part of it, you can ask questions, right? So that speaks to you, definitely get on there. And if you need to schedule a quick call, if you're looking for some support and want some one-on-one structure, you can definitely book a complimentary call and we can discuss what your individual needs are and see what the best fit is for you. So thanks for tuning in today. I pray this has blessed you and given you some ideas of really how to show up more fully, and knowing that this is normal, and recognizing it, and then taking those steps to allow you to feel good, right? Allow you to feel confident and show up, because that is so important. So my friends, have a blessed day, and I will see you on the next episode.